Hello you absolute legends, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm at Pedal a Bike Away in the Forest of Dean, where I'm hoping today to give you another how to get to's in the Forest of Dean to a fantastic trail called Boneyard, something that people are wanting to just session again and again and again, even though it's part of the updated Freeminers link system that we've done and put together over the last 18 months with Dean Trail volunteers. And what I'd like to do today is to show you the path of least resistance to get there. For those of you who've already seen my how to get to the trailhead, you can skip ahead if you want, because this video is timestamped to where I go from Launchpad. That's where things change up a little bit. But as we're going along this single track here, this two-way system, this is the first caveat. If you go left here, everything's signposted. That would take you to Barnhill, Dowie's and Shut Castle. But we're not going to do that. We're going to push forward just a little bit here. As we come up to this next section, I'm just going to stop here because this is the pump track to the right. A fantastic skills section here where you can pump those rollers as much as you can, trying not to pedal to get that complete circuit done. As we move forward a little bit here, we will go right in a moment. More signposts there, you can see everything well signposted. That would take you to the blue skills area where you can ride the blue trails in the jumps and drops section and the berms, practicing those again and again. If you're going down this way, just look at the other side there. That's the overflow car park entrance. Looking at it from the other side, this is what it would look like. That's the two-way system getting you back and forth to the cafe and, of course, to the trails. As we scooch forward now, we're just going to move forward to the next important section, which is the crossroads, the famous crossroads. Everything is signposted. You've got a great set of signposts in front of there for you, giving you all the trail information. To the right would take you to all of the trails. Those are the trails like your Verderers trail, the red skills area. That would also take you to Old Bob's trail as well. And again, if you are here for the first time and you didn't know this, normally you would go to the left for your push-up, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to go left to the push-up to the trailhead. We're going to carry on straight along here. And what we're going to do here is, this is the way we're going here to the right. We're not going to go to the left. We are going to go to the right of the trail. So go to the right here. You're following around the back of Launchpad. Now, this is a system I've used many, many times before on my MTB. I know I'm on an EMTB here, but this is the system I've used on my MTB many, many times. And the reason I'm taking this little left up here, you can see many of my friends are carried on down the right. They're all on EMTB, so of course it's easy. But if you're on an MTB, I promise you this is the path of least resistance. It's really good fun, and as you come up here to this last section, you do feel it in your legs a little bit, but now you're actually at the top trailhead for Launchpad. That's right, so if you didn't know that, you are now on the path of least resistance and the easiest way to get to the trailhead at Launchpad. But we're not going to do Launchpad here now. We're going to go from Launchpad. So from Launchpad, we're now making our way on towards the next section, where we're going to make another few bits of interesting finds for the trails. We're going on now to this next section. We're going to find some more interesting parts of the trails, and this is an interesting one. This is Wormhole. Again, it's not marked, but that is Wormhole. That's a really nice little trail that's been updated again by Dean Trail volunteers and is really, really popular. I'm slowing down here because you can see the crossroads here to the fire road. That's the middle section there of Boneyard, all those stones put in by hand. That exit there, that's the exit from the skills area. So if you've cycled up from the red skills area, that's that, and that's the red descent. It's a lovely little trail, really flowy and fun, and if you session it, you actually come back up again just in front of me. As we pop round to the left here, we're going to curve round to the right and carry on going to make our way towards Boneyard. Again, I've done this many times on my MTB. This isn't just about the EMTB, this is about my MTB, using pedal assistance, not a motor. And I promise you this is quite easy to get to, and it's a lot less stress on the legs, my friends. We're just coming around here, as you say, we go into the left. We're not going to the right, we're going to the left, and we've now come to the trailhead. This is Boneyard. Some of you may recognise this area as the Christmas tree area, but this is the entrance to Boneyard, clearly marked. And so now, my friends, please jump on board as we're going to make our way down the fantastic and incredible trail Boneyard at the Forest of Dean. Right, a cheeky little descent. Everyone's gone ahead of me. Oh, lovely. Now you can see here, we are in September, that the trail does need some TLC. We all know that, as I've mentioned just a minute ago, and you can see that it's all through here. It's lovely and natural and loamy now because we've had that rain, but we will be addressing this in the winter to hopefully make it cheeky once again. And you can see all branches out on the trail. Oh, naughtiness, rudeness. That was from the recent storm. Oh wow, yeah, it really has. We've had a humdinger of amount of rain around here recently. And it's loamy, and I mean the trail is lush, but when you get to those roots and any branches that are down, it's a bit of a mare.
And this bit here, I'm sure you'll all realise, this bit here is quite broken up. So I'm just going to rein it in because I haven't ridden this for a few weeks. The rain has definitely done it some good because it was just talcum powder. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was. And all these stones were put in by hand, my friends. Yep, every one of those stones was put in by hand. And this is Boneyard. Awesome sauce. Just making, sorry, I just love that bit so much. It's so flowy and fun and funky and natural. And then you come to these berms for days from Velo Solutions, roly. And they're a bit chunky, as you can see here. So again, erring on the side of caution. And I know they're a bit broken up down here, so I'm gonna rein it in. And also, they're quite tight. I need to session this section. See, I need to session this section. I haven't got my confidence up on berms that are that tight. So that's something I need to look into. And I've just skipped the actual berm that I was supposed to take. That's how much people have actually skipped it, because it was a little bit broken up. And then we've got these little rollers here. This berm is what's supposed to be ridden, and this one. But as you can see, it's broken up, and then it comes natural down here. But key takeaway for me, I've got to practice those tight berms. They are such a fantastic skill to practice. That's something that's going to be on my to-do list. And I will always keep mistakes on record, because that's the way it should be done. Here we are. Awesome sauce. Cool beans.
Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed that how to get to, my friends, and I certainly hope it gave you some information, including a caveat you may not have realised, some of you, on how to get to the top of Launchpad. Again, the route I took you on was specifically if you're on an MTB. EMTBs can get anywhere because of the assistance and power they have, but if you're on an MTB and you want to make the most out of your day, I promise you that that particular route will get you to the top of Launchpad really easily. You can also look at my how to get to trails like Vape or how to get to the Trailhead using the similar formula that I've just used today. This is me going down that red section, part of those Freeminers descents we've worked on for the last 18 months with Dean Trail volunteers, and I'm sharing some slightly sad news on my tech update. I've lost about 500 gigabytes worth of data, 6 weeks worth of footage that I'm really saddened about, but we must soldier on. And here on my Hero 12, I've now got that new view that I use on the chin mount, which is the hyper view, giving a really great field of view. Sadly, my Hero 12 melted, broke down. It's not doing too well at the moment, and I'm going through the support at customer service from GoPro to see if they can get a replacement as I'm a subscriber. The reason I'm obviously saddened is that I love this footage and this angle. However, I do still have my GoPro Hero 10 and I love it very much. It's a fantastic camera. It's brilliant and it does shoot in 60 frames per second. I've recently switched back to that over the last month or so. Going to 60 frames per second, you should see a much more dynamic view from the video footage I'm sharing. But of course, it doesn't have hyperview. It's great, it's the chin mount, it's the same position that I use with my GoPro Hero 12, but I don't think it gives you that depth and field of view that the hyperview does on the Hero 12. I'm working very hard with GoPro to get that resolved as quickly as possible, and I also hope to share more insights soon as I start to recuperate, get out on more adventures and share more diary entries for you, getting that footage back up to scratch again. I also hope to share more behind the tape with Dean Trail volunteers. We've got some exciting things going on with Corkscrew and with Sheepskull at the moment, and I can't wait to show behind the scenes some time-lapse footage of the work we've done and a final ride of the trail once they're opened again. It's been my honour and it's been an absolute pleasure to be part of this community for the last 2 years, and a genuine pleasure to be part of the DTV crew. And until next time, my friends, I wish you now and always many, many happy trails.